the channel, we got an exciting one. It's 2023. Who would have thought we'd be unboxing bone-crunching style wrestlers? But here we are with the Figure Collections bone-crushing Blue Meanie.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for the first of maybe many here on the channel. We'll see how it goes here with the bone-crushing superstars from Figure Collections, and of course, this is the Blue Meanie. But remember, for all your other wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Now, these, of course, are available at the Figure Collections website. Hey, search it out. That's what you got to do. But we got the Blue Meanie here. Of course, Atom Bomb was also released in Series 1. And then as of recently, they give us a little plot twist as they did do variants from each one of these figures. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that, especially in Series 1. Maybe one variant per series, but if each figure gets 2 releases, I get it. You got to pay for the molds. I totally understand that. But it does turn some collectors off, myself included. But I'm a little bit out there, as we all know. I'll probably end up picking them all up. That's what I do. But I'd rather just have a straight line with one chase in each series. Kind of like a Mattel Elite line, I guess. I really think that does work. It gets to be overkill, at least in some of these other ones. But this looks very interesting, and of course we're going to do the unboxing like we do all the other unboxings here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the Bone Crunching, or Bone Crunchers line from way back in the day was an absolute game changer. I still say to this very day, they are my favorite playable wrestling figures of all time. Of course, I grew up with the LJNs, the Hasbros. I saw the Bendies. I easily passed on those. And then I did live through the launch of the Bone Crunchers all the way up. And then when we got to TTLs and R3s, I said, man, I am done with this business. Get me out of here. And then I did come back for Ruthless Aggression and Classic Superstars, of course, as we all know. And the rest is history. But the Bone Crunchers, definitely a moment in the time. And who would have thought here in 2023 as we film this, that Bone Crunchers would be back? I gotta say, though, hats off to Figure Collections doing something different, because we're Retro Overload and they're part of the Retro Overload. They are making retro figures. But making Bone Crunchers when nobody else is doing it, I think is a smart move. It's a smart lane to go in, as there is a lot of fondness from this from an entire generation. I don't know how well these will do. I got to think this will be a very expensive line. And as we've seen here, Series 1 has the bone crunching action. Going forward, that will not be a part of it, which I'm okay with. But that tells you that makes the extra cost, and it's all about saving your pennies on things like this in the future, of course. But an interesting business strategy. I hope it does work. Leading off with the Blue Meanie and Atom Bomb, I don't know. I would have let off with the Macho Man, as we did see Macho Man coming in the future. That would have been one to really put a stamp on you. But we'll see where that goes. But let's look at some of the bonus items that were packed with this Blue Meanie figure before we dive into the figure. And the first thing here is this cool sticker. Very key, KB Toys inspired. $3.99, formerly $6.99. But you get the KB inspired sticker you can put on here if you're a mint-on card collector or just to save. But I do think this is a very cool Easter egg. A very cheap throw-in. This cost less than a penny probably, but goes a long way. So I really do like stuff like that. And then we do get a wrestling card. I'm all about a card here. You get the blurb on the back, all that, but you got Blue Meanie. On the back, it's got the Blue Meanie. It says, Blue Meanie, Bone-Crushing Wrestlers. Height, 6'1", 323 pounds. Hometown, Pepperland, absolutely beautiful this time of year. The only way to get there is in a yellow submarine, as we do know. Finishing move, the Meanie Salt. Say hello to the Blue Guy. With a career spanning nearly 3 decades and sporting one of the most iconic looks in wrestling history, that might be a stretch, but it is a good look. The Blue Meanie was never afraid to take things to the extreme, becoming a true legend of the ring. And this is card number 1 in the series. I'm all in it, though. I love me some Blue Meanie. The BWO, one of my favorite things from ECW back in the day. Of course, Big Stevie Cool, one of my favorite wrestlers from the Attitude Era and all that kind of surroundings. Loved Stevie Cool, loved Blue Meanie, loved Hollywood Nova. Just very cool. The Blue Meanie's getting a figure again. We did get a Figure Collections Cella-style retro figure of him as well, so they obviously have a deal with the Blue Meanie. And like I said, there is a variant on Blue Meanie in the blue shirt instead of the white. So if you're looking for blue, more BWO-like maybe, you can get that. But let's take a look at the figure here, see what's going on, see what all the fuss is about. Man, oh man, beautiful packaging on this and very firm, tight packaging. Feels very official. This feels very well done, this packaging. Sometimes you get some of these retro figures, the carding's a little bit thin, the bubble's just barely hanging on. Not this thing. This thing is absolutely next level. This looks like something you'd pick up at KB or Toys R Us back in the day. Glamour shot of Blue Meanie there. Of course, the figure in there. Very cool play on packaging there with the bone crushing wrestlers. Not bone crunching, bone crushing. I'll probably mess up in this video. I probably already have. But very, very nice packaging here. The action is back. I love that. Official FC Toys licensed product. Great branding there as well. The Blue Meanie, the blue guy, it says. Just absolutely phenomenal. The only gripe I have on the front of this package, and it's about the smallest gripe ever because I'm unboxing this, is the window, at least on mine, this is the only example I have, it's a little bit of a foggy plastic. I would have liked to seen a little bit more clear plastic here, as it does have a little fog to it, but that is a very, very simple nitpick there. On the back, got all kinds of stuff. Let's break this down. Let's see what's going on here on the back. Bone Crushing Wrestlers Series 1. Collect them all. Create your own body-slamming, pile-driving, head-butting, clotheslining fight to the finish with FC Toys Bone Crushing Wrestlers. Each figure features lifelike detail and bone-crushing abilities. And for even more fun, display your figures on your favorite shelf alongside your action figures from the past and the present. So there you go. An official licensed product produced by Josh Crawford and Jack Slimed. Designed by Matt Brazy, 15 and up. Figure collections, of course. The action is back. To hear the bone-crushing sound effect, gently bend the knee or elbow joints forward and backwards as shown by the arrow. Do not try to bend the joints from side to side, as this will result in permanent damage to your figure. Not all figures feature bone-crushing ability, so it sounds like we said, just Series 1 will have that. It is a cost thing. But I absolutely love this cross-sell back here. It's like a checklist. It's a reminder of what is coming in the future. Of course, Brian Clark, Adam Baum, 2 versions of him, 2 versions of Blue Meanie. But then we get Dwayne Gill, old Gilbert himself. We got him there. Macho Man Randy Savage, which I think has got a lot of interest. And like I said, that should have been the first figure they released, if you ask me. And then we got Sonny Ono, Ultimo Dragon, another one that's going to be really cool. Sonny Ono in the old Clarence Mason body style. Absolutely a chef's kiss here. So I love what they're doing here. Price point is a little bit tough, but that's the way it goes with these limited edition items. That is always frustrating. So a little bit of a time spent here at the beginning of this video because this is a brand new line. This is a brand new something. I wanted to give it the detail it deserves because you guys know I absolutely love the packaging. That's part of the process. That's part of this. What I think separates my YouTube channel maybe from others is I really do enjoy the packaging and the whole process of it as well as the figures. But let's get down to it. I'm going to open it up. And man, like I said, this is a very nicely sealed bubble here on here. Very nice, very heavy duty, very professional. I really do appreciate that. There we go. On the back, it does say, what does that say? It's foggy through here. Okay, Bone Crushing Wrestlers. There you go, just like so. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Prison for the Blue Meanie. There he is, and I can't believe it. I'm going to touch my first new Bone Crusher right here in a second. See you later, goodbye, and oh my gosh. Just brings me back. It just does. I just got a smile on my face immediately because I just kind of felt back to that day at Toys R Us when I was just surprised there on the shelf. Here is this new toy wrestling line. After being in the dormants of the Bendums, we had Bone Crunchers, and now in 2023 we have Bone Crushers. How about that? So we got the Blue Meanie right here. All day long, you know it's Blue Meanie at the head sculpt. You got the blue hair, the blue goatee, the black kind of painted on Pepperland Blue Meanie glasses. If you're familiar with Yellow Submarine, and if you're not, what are you waiting for? Go watch it. Check it out, the old cartoon. Looks absolutely like the Blue Meanie. Love the ponytail. Love how it looks. Head goes side to side very nicely. Man, it's playing all the hits. It feels like a Bone Cruncher. Doesn't really have a smell to it. Sometimes those Bone Crunchers had a smell to it. This one does not. Arms go all the way around. Once again, feels like a Bone Cruncher. You got the hard plastic torso, hard plastic crotch piece. The legs and the arms have that rubbery Bone Cruncher feel. You can see it moving around. And listen to that. Can you hear that? It does have that old school sound that you got with it. Like I said, only going to be in Series 1, it sounds like. And then you got those pinholes kind of on the side. Lets it breathe a little bit there. But we do have that. But man, oh man, does it look cool. I love the hands on the Meanie, too. It looks like he's getting ready to do the Meanie dance. He's going to just drop it down. Love that going on. Blue Meanie on the front, Blue Meanie on the back. Obviously couldn't put Blue Meanie or BWO on there, copyright and everything. One thing I will say, one thing that throws me off is when I think of the Blue Meanie, though, I think of the half shirt. I think he did wear full shirts too. But to be really Blue Meanie, I would have liked to seen the half cut off shirt. That's really a small gripe. And that's really the only gripe I'm seeing with this figure. If you like Bone Cruncher style figures, man, this is right in your wheelhouse. This looks absolutely phenomenal. I can't give enough props to the team. Price point's a little rough, but we talked about that. But at the end of the day, man, this is absolutely fabulous. This is very, very nostalgic is what this is. But the arms, like I said, go around. You do got waist articulation. You do got the legs that go up and down, kind of side to side, so that's all you get. No bend at the knees, anything like that. Once again, this is Bone Crunchers. There's not tons of articulation. You got the blue knee pads. You got the black boots, a little bit of socks poking out. Then you got the cut-off pants there on Blue Meanie. I mean, it's Blue Meanie at the end of the day all day long. I love this. I really do love this. This is very cool. This does make me want to go get the rest of them and possibly be a completionist. Here we go, down another rabbit hole. I just hope we can get some deals on these guys in the future. I'd love it if they said, okay, you buy the whole series, you can save $10 by buying the series. Give us some deals. Give us some deals. That's what we need. But I'm very interested in getting the rest now that I see this. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put them. I think I have to display them with my old ones, and I think that will be the plan of attack there. But man, oh man, very, very nice. No holes on the bottom of the feet, so you're not going to be able to use a fig stand with him. But as you can see right here, he stands up pretty good. I did grab a few Bone Crunchers out there. I did grab Dr. Death Steve Williams, one of the all-time biggest peg warmers ever in the Bone Cruncher series, kind of to compare a little bit. I figured those guys might be about similar size, but no, Dr. Death is much bigger, and guess what? Dr. Death was a lot taller than the Blue Meanie as well, so this kind of does work scale-wise. How about a little Ken Shamrock action? So you can kind of see him next to Ken Shamrock. Definitely doesn't have that kind of same skin tone color, but boy, it definitely looks like it could mix in. And as we saw with the Bone Crunchers back in the day, kind of the quality, scale, likenesses kind of went all over the place. So it depends what era of Bone Crunchers I guess you're looking at with Blue Meanie, as he definitely fits in a few different ones. Of course, Blue Meanie hung out with the Gold Dust, apparently a time or two back in the day, so you can kind of see how he compares next to Gold Dust there. And then the final comparison piece, how about a Blue Meanie Mattel Elite figure, huh? How about a Blue Meanie Mattel Elite? Well, kind of. So what I did is I took my FTC Blue Meanie, took the shirt, soft goods off, took the head, and I put him on an Otis body. Otis was like $5 on Ringside, so it's a very easy custom to make a Blue Meanie Elite. That's exactly what I did right here. So a little Blue Meanie action, 2 Blue Meanie figures in the collection. Both very good, though. I tell you what, this blew away my expectations. My biggest gripe, and it's little, is the foggy window. I'd like a little clearer plastic. Stupid gripe, I know. And then I would have liked to have seen the half shirt on Blue Meanie. But besides that, really does hit the mark here for bone crushing, or crunchers, I guess, depending. Just very, very good. And I like what I see. I'm invested now. I'm going to check out the rest of them. We'll unbox them on the channel. We'll see what we end up thinking, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm very excited about the Macho Man. Very excited about Ultimo Dragon. It'll be interesting to see where they go after that. Have to think with some of the retro style figures, some of those characters they have could cross over into this line. It makes all the sense in the world. So we'll see. We'll see how this does, and we'll see what the fans react to this. Do a lot of fan bases want these figures? That's to be decided. We'll see what happens. If this would have came out like 4 years ago, I think there'd be a lot more interest. That was kind of the bone-crunching days of a lot of people excitement, rebuying their collections. As we lose Bone Crunchers off the shelf, holy cow, or off the table, I should say. But it'll be interesting to see where this line goes at the end of the day. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking this Blue Meanie up? You passing? You playing the long game? I don't think there's going to be a long game with this. You either get it or you don't, really. But let me know your thoughts on these. And I can see some collectors saying these were great back in the day, but that time has sailed for me. I'm all about the elites, things like that, and I'd understand. You can like what you like and you don't what you don't. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, like this video. You made it this far. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the old Patreon channel for early access to videos like this. Bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. A lot going on the Patreon every single day. And even another chance to support the channel is over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Blue Meanie, I'm the green and gold Oakland A's, Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.